started. We're going to give our praises. Yeah,
Our Hashem Yahushua Hashem Nakadas.
Might get you.
Better at the end of the thing.
Might have to get you to walk up and do it. So he got a phone.
Spirit is better than the proud spirit.
Keep going. You got it.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 8. I start at verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. That's plain to the point. Hey, end of rulership of Esau is the beginning. This will be the beginning of rulership of Israel. All right, it gives you Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right, start with your house shot. All right.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 25. And he shall speak great words, talking about Esau, against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
That's right. Hey, the time that Esau trying to change his time, try to fulfill his new world order, NWO. At the end of the day, only the plans of the Lord will come to pass. Man. All right, but hey, like the scripture says, the Lord declared this end of America from the beginning. All right, ain't nothing gonna change that, man. All right,
Speak a little louder. Your voice kind of raspy, so you talk a little louder now.
Says, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. Daniel 7, verse 26. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end.
Hey, so Yahushua, Yahushua gonna judge Esau for his sins he committed, man. All right, and first and foremost, he touched the apple of thy eye, which is like, hey, the Israelites, man. All right, hey, and when judgment comes back, he will be destroyed by looking at this as a remainder of Esau. Hey, it will be the first fruit of slavery, man. All right.
It says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
That's right, and the saints is the Israelites, man, according to Psalms 148 chapter, man. All right, hey, this will be forever, ever kingdom. All right, because hey, in the day we will have the immortal bodies, with they righteousness before not error part, we're going to walk no more. So all right, but they only we in this Lord's thing right now, because they be sin against our power. Our by some other shot. All right, but hey, we get to the moral bodies. Hey, we ain't gonna walk no more. 7 days, hey, the Lord ain't gonna do away with it never again. All right.
In Daniel 10 and 5, then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. look at the nation of Israel, the elect primarily, man. Not everybody's not going to get out of here this time. You know, you got the 144,000 and 1/3 of Israel, man. They're going to be coming back for us. You know, and just to back up the brother was saying, man, the outside coming to knock Esau out of power. You know, wherever Esau set up all over the world, his kingdom will be knocked down, man.
This is Zephaniah 2:15. It says, "This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me."
Yeah, that's all about America. Right, man. All right, keep going.
How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in?
Hey, like, this place gonna be turned to the Dutch, man. Hey, what place where wild beasts are to up there, man. All right, which help me out here. The carcass. Yeah, like I forgot what kind of animals, like
Oh, scavengers.
yeah, wild beasts. All over the Dutch.
Yeah, it's Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not.
Hey, that's talking about America. That blood sea represents America. All right, because Esau got this rulership by blood. All right, the sea. Okay.
It says the noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots.
Hey, so they would get slow by those chariots, man. So the chariots of the Lord. All right.
It says the horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
Yeah, that's funny right there, man. Like you should have been destroyed by his son, man. All right, and that's it.
It's Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Hey, America represents Babylon. According to the scripture, man. All right, hey, it's on. Hey, like I say, Babylon represents America. All right. Hey, it's falling by day, as you can see. All right, because the fashion of this world is passing away. I mean, hey, as you can see, that all hope, that good, that good spirit that people come upon earth is coming down, man. Like these prophecies that the Lord brings to pass, man. All right.
It says, For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
That's right. I mean, hey, these other nations that are partaking in Esau, they release Esau. Hey, they gonna come down too, man. All right. Hey, all they bond deal again from America, hey, they gonna come to the end. All right.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Hey, it's not talking about like you're on a plane and get off America. All right. It's talking about the mindset, like move yourself, taking heed to the ways of America. All right. And following and having that holy conduct according to the scripture. All right.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
That's right. Hey, it's about the ways of the world is about to enter the law. All right. And us as the hopefully elect. That's what we're not supposed to do. We're not supposed to be partakers with them. All right. Or else you could be destroyed with us.
You made a point earlier, pretty much saying that there's no way to heal Babylon. You know, this Babylon's destruction is a key component to these structures. All right, that's the only way we're gonna get into the kingdom of heaven is through Babylon falling, man, and ultimately Yahweh Shah leading that destruction. All right, but this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, And I just start at I start at 15. It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow is shot from a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be set upon earth shall not return again. And basically, hey, the Lord is sending all these plagues, and there's no one that can stop it. You know, this place must be consumed. You know, you right?
From what he was saying, this place must be consumed, and here's the reason why. It goes back to the same thing that they were doing during the time before the flood. So this is an example. Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. It says, and Yahweh saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of the heart was only evil continually. And that's the mindset of these people here. Every idea that they come up with is all evil. There's literally no good when you come talk to the average person. They're not thinking about the Lord and what's going on and what the Lord is about to do and what's pleasing unto him. They only think about feeling their own belly, doing what's pleasing unto themselves.
Right.
Exactly.
Most people, in this society, they into riots and they into having a nice time. Because it's filling their bellies, right? Doing as the Alice Corley spirit, doing as they will, man. Whether it be fornicating, whether it be in what they say, participating in different homosexual acts, you name it, man. Anything goes here in America. That's why we always talk about these nations come from afar, from many countries to come over here to wild up. You see with the Arab man come over here. He come over here first to act like he's coming to make money, fulfill the American dream, and then what? He indulges in homosexuality. Right? The women, all right, the women start to wear jeans. They start to look like the white woman over here, that Liz Taylor look and shit. They lose their whole heritage, man. That's what happens when you get up under the so-called white man, all right, under democracy. Same thing with the Moabite women. It's the same shit. All right, they lose their weight. And like I said, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you've been lost your weight, man. Right? And verse 2 says in Jeremiah 10, learn not the way of the heathen. Right? But you learned the way of the heathen. You did exactly what Psalm 106 chapter says, man. You mingled yourselves amongst the heathen and learned their ways, man. And it corrupted you. That's why you niggas want to be every nation under the sun. And be wicked as hell. You got it out.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and I start at verse 1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right. Hey, Lord will come back. Hey, we need to respect it, man. All right.
And if I can say this, it says, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, because what? The true men of the Lord, the elect, they're going to be doing what? All right? Hastening, watching, studying, making their calling and election sure. All right?
How we watch it, these different news sites, man, articles, man. You know what I'm saying? Even when you see now, hey, man, the corrupt in the mainstream thing, man. All right? And while, hey, like I say, the Lord coming in different night, but hey, even when everything is going on, hey, these people still trying to fulfill that American dream, man. All right, still in the comfort zone, man.
And why is the coming of our Lord likened unto a thief in the night? He didn't say a thief in the day, because you can see the thief coming. In the night, the thief can do whatever so much he pleases. He's under the cover of darkness.
Yeah, you sleep.
All right?
Yeah, everybody
You sleep.
at night. Everybody in the street sleep right now, man. All right?
That's right. This verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That's right. Hey, you in your comfort zone. All right, you trying to fulfill that American dream, chase that bag, sudden destruction. Jacob's trouble, race wars, all hell breaking loose, man. And in the end, destruction by those nuclear missiles, man. All right? And that's it.
Just backing up, what the brother brought out too, with the people being out here drunk off the wine. These philosophies. We want to be like the other people. We want to continue and have fun in America. But the Lord is constantly throwing warnings and showing signs of come back. And we all know what's going to happen if you don't come back. I'm about to read it. This is Jeremiah 51, and starting at the top. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, and rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigadine, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her hosts. It's going to the missile, if you don't know. Verse 4, it says, thus slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
That's right. And that's just plain to the point, man. All right, hey, but these other nations, when you see third, they being drunk by the wine, these other philosophies of America, hey, us as the OP late, hey, we having that holy conduct, man. Unfortunately, they doing this grace period, man. That's when we're doing this grace period, because they feel the how much my side doing was part of it, man. So they had that mark, which they got wide in the Hebrew, man, the mark of the Egyptian. All right.
The other thing too, it's like history repeating itself. Ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, these different lands. Ancient Sodom and Gomorrah went out by way of what? Fire and brimstone. So this spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah gonna go out and wave the same way. This time with nuclear missiles, man. Like I said, a lot of times you people always wonder how the world's gonna end up. The whole world's gonna be destroyed. No, there is continents, and one of them being mostly America, gonna be destroyed, man. By way of missiles coming from different nations of the earth, which is gonna be proper judgment from the Lord, man. That destruction is coming from the Lord, right? And the Lord's gonna cripple and break these nations down, and ultimately destroy the nation of Edom out of their rulership, right? And the Lord's gonna set His Son up and His people up for this coming rulership of this world, man. And it's gonna be way of righteousness, right? The Lord's gonna bring peace into the earth again, by way of taking the wicked out. The only way you get peace is by war. Destruction, man. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I would say Esau and Bird, man, it's cancer to the earth, man. So, hey, all for that cancer go out, hey, Esau got to go on with it. All right? And bring back that peace again, man. Then, hey, strong behind the shot, man. Hey, and us being drunk air, man, everybody talking about those men.
Make a point too on what you said. The only way the transition of power always comes by war. That's one power politically is brought up to take that the one that's currently leadership down. So the people that want world peace, as they say, is gonna come by war.
Yeah. Got to.
Hey, I was trying to tell him something, man. He didn't come to send peace. He comes for the sword. All right? Maybe we ain't doing that word sword. I mean, hey, do the punishment, man. All right? That's it.
As we know that these Edomites are fucking proud. They're proud people. What in your mind will make you think that they just gonna hand this bitch over? That they just gonna hit, come, Yahweh Shah's coming here, just take the land. Nah, again, Yahweh Shah letting you know that he coming and he gonna take this bitch with force. And it's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna have to come along with it. That, man, this is gonna be the
the most beautiful disaster ever.
That's why James says in James that the saints of the Lord shall take the kingdom. Right. As it said, that's by force. And it didn't say gonna possess it forever, even forever and ever.
And it say ask or beg, take it.
Take it.
We're gonna vote for the kingdom.
I got one. This is the way how I always bring this one out, because this is the mindset. You know, Esau kind of hand, but the Lord has done something so great that right under their noses. This is Psalm 50:21. These things have I done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. Esau, because the Lord hasn't sent judgment on you soon as you brought the children of Israel into slavery, the Lord ain't brought it right down on you. Right? The Lord prolonged your sins to let them add up to get a full report on you. Right? And it says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's the setting in order before thine eyes is happening right now. The Lord set his men, his children up in order under the nose of Esau to give us salvation and to give him destruction. Right? But I'm gonna say this too. Because the scripture also said, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, for the hearts of the sons of men are fully setting them to do evil. So when you prolong something, you don't bring the hammer down on the guy. What happens? His pride starts to grow. Years, decades after decades. Ain't nothing happened. I'm expecting something to come back. Ain't nothing happened. The Lord is sitting there just watching the whole time. Then when you get full in your pride and you sleeping and you slipping, he's gonna squash your ass, man. You know?
Yeah, wait for the perfect time.
Yeah. You always been the opposite. You always been the Lord's enemy. Just because he haven't done nothing, he haven't said nothing, you always been the enemy. A man of war doesn't change his mindset. He always, just because he's calm and collected talking to you, he's always in that mode, man. You know?
Just thinking, yeah, all they doing is just thinking a better way to get you.
Yeah, jack you up. I think y'all brothers ever watched like the movie Hitman, or some assassin movies like John Wick? He be talking to them guys, but he looking at, I'm gonna hit him through his neck, I'm gonna do this to him. That's how the Lord is. The Lord is thinking ways of how to tear your ass up, man. Go ahead, that's the brother too.
Just to back you up, it's the book of Nahum, chapter 1, and I'm going to start at 2, the point is in 3. The Most High is jealous, and Yahweh revengeth. Yahweh revengeth and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and he will not at all acquit the wicked. Just to back up the elder, man. Yeah. He's slow to wrath, man, and he's long-suffering. It tells you in Romans 9, he actually let Pharaoh build up that great kingdom just to destroy him and show his power. So how much more Esau?
Yeah, and according to Isaiah 63, y'all was trying that same mindset.
Yeah, right.
All right, you still got to get them people that picture, man, according to Revelation 1:7. Right? All right?
You ain't forgot.
Yeah, he ain't forgot, man. They back right now, man. All right? They gonna get that judgment. Okay?
It's Psalm 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And that's going to Esau, Edom, man. You know, these Edomites, they think their kingdom's going to go on forever. You know, they know the history about all these other countries that fell. You know, the currency collapsed and all this. But like you're saying, they've been in power so long again. You know, they forgot about Rome. You know, forgot about Greece. You know, they say America is unlike any other country or nation, you know. But little do they know, this place is about to fall. It's already coming right now, man. So, but like saying, they got that pride, you know, these got that hubris, they call it. Like exceeding powerful, you know. So he think he can't be taken down. He got the biggest military, and he can't be touched. And the Most High ain't doing nothing about it. And that's what he thinks. But little do he know, the Most High telling his son, Yahweh shop, man, to come clean shop, you know. Because if you go down to Burger Street right now, they fucking wilding out down there. You got the most sickest, filthiest acts going on down right there. And they also think because they think that the Most High is absent in doing anything, that he should become God. That's why the Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians tell you that he set himself up as God, put himself. Even the devil is so tyrannical and wow, he even put a space station up over the northern country and put himself up there with the whole big brother watching everything. Like he's the Most High. He's man. The man is crazy, man. The devil is really crazy. He want to watch everybody. He want to listen on your phone calls. He want to control you. He want to control you like the Most High, man.
Put a horizon in you, track how much carbon you use, track how much you breathe. Like you want to be the Lord, man.
I told you brothers that before. When I was in Houston at one time, they was trying to usher in a bill where it's like you got to pay for gas and taxes. They want to charge you for breathing. They were charging. They were about to start charging for just you breathing air, man. Tax. On top of water, supposed to be for free, man. That's that's a God-given. That's God-given, man. Air, food. Because when we had the kingdom set up, what? You can go to the vine right now and pick an apple, get you a banana and eat that. And that's what the Lord set it up for the people that was unfortunate. They were able to still eat and survive and drink water. This devil, what do? He packs water and put it in a bottle. He put water in a bottle. He charges you for food, charges you for every damn thing. Electricity. They've been had electricity, man. That's supposed to be for free, man. Supposed to be charging people for electricity. Them damn Egyptians had electricity, man. Long before Edison ass, Thomas Edison, Ragley, the demonic ass, man. Serial killing ass.
The Romans had plumbing and heated floors, all of that stuff.
Yeah, man.
You saw they didn't invent nothing new. They just had an article a couple of weeks ago that rain, it's raining right now, but rain now is cancerous. If you drink rainwater, you're going to die.
That's forever chemicals.
Forever chemicals, yeah. Jerusalem had fucking sewers. You know that?
Yeah.
When we back.
Yeah. Let's not even tap into the moors. All these different ponds and little, you see houses with pools and shit. They get that from the moors, man.
Yeah, they had air conditioning.
Yeah. That's another thing. I'm talking about when the Moors set over there. I believe it was in Spain. 711 AD. Yeah, 711 AD. They changed the dynamic of living, man. Them niggas had pools. Them motherfuckers had waterfalls inside the house, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You saw how to bathe.
Yeah.
All of that, man. You saw he was crawling around picking lice off his
Chest hairs
off his grandmother, man.
You know?
Yeah. We had to teach him how to bathe, man. And when you look at, because I used to post the images, Jake was in that royal state, had the concubines and everything, man. Jake was ruling, man. The devils didn't invent nothing, man.
Yeah, much more. Had to teach your ass again when you came your funk ass over here with the Native American. Had to teach you how to bathe again. Yeah. You devils just can't get it, man.
You're right. Yeah.
You're right. That's why your funk ass, you fucking Edomites so nasty, man. You don't know motherfuckers know. I know that I'm in the shower and bathe with the soap, man. Y'all long ass pieces of hell all intertwined in the soap. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How you make soap dirty?
Yeah, Jake don't do that shit, man. Jake, get the shit, get some sun, and then wipe, man. You motherfuckers don't wash your hands after using the bathroom, nothing, man. Digging your nose. Yeah. I see them all the time in traffic. They touching their brain, man. Nasty motherfuckers, man.
I had a roommate up there in college, man. I'm talking about this Edomite fucking shit like a dog in the shower, dog. Every time he took a shower, it's nothing but his hair all around that motherfucker. And
yeah, man.
Fucking dirty, man.
That's the difference between us and Jake. That's even in the world, that was an eye opener, man. When you go out, like if you was outside right now in this water, you smell like a dog, man.
Yeah.
Naturally, you just
Naturally.
That's not nobody. It's not a stereotype. That's facts. That's facts, man. You motherfuckers smell like German shepherds and everything, man.
Like I had to do that. Some years ago, we was walking in the neighborhood, and there was some little Edomite girls playing outside, and one Edomite girl told the other, "You smell like dogs." Like that. No bullshit. I took everything you know, I was like the brother said, man, it ain't no lie, man. We all know we smelled them before, but just what another Edomite can tell. Another Edomite, you smell like a dog.
Yeah.
That holds a lot of weight.
You're the beast, man.
Yeah.
You get lice. They don't get no lice, man. You get you the top, especially you gutter rats over there. You the top. You a top tier for skin cancer. The only nation ain't nobody else get skin cancer but you. That should be a light bulb go off. Like what, you know?
You don't spit on the earth.
Yeah, the sun hates you. The water hates you. The earth hates it. The animals even hate you. I just seen so many animals attack you Edomites for no reason, man.
Nothing, right?
When you see a big ass lion hugging a Jake, man. You know, whatever king the tribe they from. But with you, them animals, when they look at you, they see a red devil, man. A red, blue-eyed goddamn devil. They instantly, because you the one that's oppressing everybody, man. You know, I was in Houston one time, went to the zoo, them animals look. Chiming in, man. Yeah. They ready for you to go, man. Yeah. Because animals know who we are. Look at that, man. Animals know who we are, man. The creatures know, the different beautiful creatures of the Most High, they know who we are, man. All right? And they're ready for you to go, too. Go your ass down. That's where you're going to go at. Going down, man.
I got something backing you up, right?
Fucking man oppressing everybody and everything. Everything.
In the same chapter.
And another thing, too, real fast. I know I'm getting a little long, man. But these devils they create rain, man. They got, even from before, I think, World War I, these devils used to fly in certain areas and put this particular dust, spray this type of dust in there. They cause storms and tornadoes and shit, man. And then even today, they ain't been to what? The heart mark. All of a sudden this year, this hurricane season, all of a sudden, it's been raining every day down here. Stop, so-called stop. If you know, if it keeps raining, the hurricane's not going to come to you. They're going to go bend, go that way. Because you devils doing that, man. Because it's something that you're trying to get money some other type of way or not hurt certain areas. But you devils have that machine where you can pinpoint and turn them tornadoes and turn them tornadoes and storms how you want to, man.
Hey, can you remember the Hurricane Harvey?
Yeah.
When have you heard of a hurricane making landfall, going back out, and then, as they said, recharge, and then go back?
It's the same one. The same thing happened down there close to in Florida, in Destin, Florida. And when I went to Panama and told Panama about 2 years back, even one of the reporters, I know the guy got in trouble for this shit, but he said, man, whatever came through here was a fucking weapon. The way it hit landmass, it was like it was controlled, man. It sit there and got on land and just started surging and just tearing up all type of shit, and then just went and just disappeared, man. That's you devils, man. That's you fucking devils, man. You devils, man. You have that left hand magic, man, working for you on this side. You have the energy of Satan on you, man. Yeah. You devils can use camcorders, go back to the future. You got shit now that can predict crimes. You know, you ever seen that? I put it out. You can predict crimes, man. It's gonna happen. You have the power. That's left hand magic that goes back in time. That's a small way of going back in time, man. Now you got the virtual reality shit that they all been. I was a little boy having movies that showing you how they gonna have people virtual reality having sex. Yeah. Now it's here, man. You devil, I'm talking. You got something. For the Most High made you a perfect devil. On the left, you a perfect devil down to the T, man.
Mad scientist.
Yeah. Into everything, man. You know, my bad, brother. But I get on that damn devil ass, man. You know, you motherfuckers got some shit, boy. You got these little niggas with these pop pistols back down there in the hood, thinking he can take over the world and shit, man. I know this man got machines and drones and warships and every goddamn thing, man.
You gotta get out of his house and kill you.
Yeah. Just press a button. Press a button from the other side of the world. And you are off the earth, man.
Shoot a missile from way out of damn Kansas somewhere.
Yeah. You can't fucking deal with no sick maniac, man. Dude, Esau a maniac, man. He don't give a fuck. He kills his own people, whatever. He kills his damn self. You poison the same air you breathe and drink. goddamn madman.
Talk to a man like that, reasonably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
The scripture said to him that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good. He don't take care of himself.
He don't take care of his own self, his own body.
Yeah, like he ordained to he the boy of wickedness, man. Like, yeah, you can't get it right, man. All right, that's why the Lord is showing these times for the elect sake, man, because if not, man, we'd be done.
Hey, one of you brothers get the transcript from Planet of the Apes, the 17th scroll, the Charlton Heston, when he read Charlton Heston. They got it on the internet. Yeah, it's the same person, man. Yeah, remember he had the devil down on the sand. You know, they're reading the scriptures. That he lied the beast man. He would destroy his own kingdom in yours. Something.
Good. It's Isaiah chapter 14. Now I start at verse 4. Get to the point. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder it.
That's talking about Esau, man. All right, and how he continuously framed right for the people, man. That's right. All right. Hey, by these different police that's shooting these Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. All right.
Through the food, through the weather, through the music, in all ways, this devil he had his grasp on the people.
Yeah, and those indoctrinating the people, man.
That's right.
These different schools, man, too. All right.
And it says, and none hinder it. Meaning, nobody don't even want to stop the Lord from, or attempt to stop the Lord from bringing this devil down.
Yeah.
Because deep inside, they understand, hey, in order for us to live peacefully, this devil must go. He is the cancer of the earth. And I got a couple more.
Yeah, that's one day too.
Really?
It really ain't, man. It's the day the Lord ordained these
You got your right number?
I got it. Yeah, all right, hey, like I say, the Lord ordained Esau to be that way, man. All right, hey, he set up to way this little base man to rule over us, man, because our iniquity. All right? And right quick, back up,
Let me get the last part. I wanted to touch on what the elder had said.
all right.
This it says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee.
Yeah.
And the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
That's right. Hey, not only hey, so we gonna rejoice for hey, but the different trees and animals, hey, we all gonna rejoice, man. This Esau go down, man. All right. Hey, if we be in rulership, hey, start when y'all was shot. All right. Yeah, you got it.
This was off the Planet of the Apes, the old one, that they had the scroll that they was reading about the Edomites that they had captured. It says, beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among the Most High's primates, he kills for sport or lust or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. Shun him, drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
That's all scripture, man.
Yeah, that's simple right there. Like, man,
You can go to Habakkuk, you can go to Nahum.
yeah.
You know, there's so many scriptures that come up when you read that, man. Right? He kills for sport. This devil kills just to kill, man. You know? I bring it out time and time again when they knock down them towers. They always, a lot of shit happened that day. When they knock down the towers, what happened with that other Mason, Jay-Z?
That nigga dropped the blueprint the same day. Of them dropping on the tower. That's all Masonic. All right? And then, people don't know that a lot of the Rothschilds and Rockefellers was 3 buildings over. You know, watching it, man. Watching like, it's a video out there with one of the Rockefellers talking about how they was drinking wine and eating cheese, man, watching people jump out the window, head first and shit. And I always bring it out. They have, because it was brought to us by the apostles. Them elites used to have this wine company that used to make their wine. And on the wine used to be this woman on the ground with stone bricks as the backdrop was on the ground. That was the day of 9/11. The wine sold it with the woman on that. The day after, the woman was gone. Showing that was a sacrifice, man. Even that day with 9/11, the different smokes and flames that were coming out of the smoke was looking like demons, man. That was a sacrifice. And on that day too, none of the gutter rats came to work that day. Even Larry Silverstein, who owned the building, building the Twin Towers in Building 7, he had a dentist appointment that day. All the Jakes and Edomites that was there with 3,200 people died, man. Even the people that worked at the fire departments and different, they died. That was a sacrifice, man. And these devils finna do another sacrifice. All right?
They took out a giant insurance policy on the building right before it was destroyed.
Yeah, and then they killed a lot of people because Apostle Tahar know a lot of those dudes that were working there now. They died from asbestos. The building had purposely put asbestos all in the building, man. And that building was controlled demolition. They put charges all throughout the building throughout the years, man. That was do they want to do, man. What this new building called? One World Trade Center. Showing you they're trying to make a new one world government, man. They put it in you people's face. Read that. You got that thing one more time with you got that in the devil, man. One more time, huh? That hit home. You just take the apes out the way and put Esau, man. Just say Esau on that.
This is Cornelius reading from the sacred scroll of the apes.
And that's spiritual. His name was Cornelius, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn, alone amongst the Most High's primates. He kills for sport or lust or greed. He kills for sport or lust or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers.
Yeah, and what the scripture says about that. When the multitude are born for the sword, man. Something of that nature. Go ahead.
It says, let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours.
Yeah. Shit, look at a lot of these lands that they went and conquered. It's none left, But look at this damn dump. It's nothing, man. America, they didn't turn the whole world into a trap house, a hood, man. Go ahead,
Shun him, drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
He is the harbinger of death, man. They gonna tell you, wherever death he is death, man. He brings death.
This is backing up that the scroll that Cornelius read about the what do you call them? The beast man. The beast man. Yeah. That's what the apes called the Edomites in that I think it was like the very first Planet of the Apes, the very old one. Yeah. He called the Edomites beast men, and that's what that whole thing was about.
The scriptures call him a base man.
Yeah.
Base, yeah, well, that's something there earlier,
But this is Habakkuk 2, and I'm gonna start at 4. Backing up this scroll that was in that movie. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Hey, which the main point is that your soul which is lifted up is now upright. Hey, the law ordained to be the border of wickedness, man. All right, and they can't get right. All right, you want?
Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, the scripture say the souls of the wicked desire evil. All right, so they can't go to sleep, eat, or none of that unless they do evil. All right.
Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
That's right. Hey, we read again.
Come on, this is Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
That's right. Hey, man, Esau, hey, Bruce was going down, man. Hey, why? Hey, they think they fulfilling the NWO. All right, hey, so the Lord will cast them down. Go while they feeling their belly, the Lord will cast judgment upon them, man. All right, that's it.
Yeah, too. Yeah, and that thick clay is that debt.
That's right. Yeah,
You know, that fucking deficit is sky out. It's like 100-some trillion. You count all the liabilities that's going on. And that's what Esau does, man. He run up the deficits, man. You know, he's all about debt. You know, he's a master manipulator of debt, man. You know, and look at this shit now. It's crumbling. You know, he gives all his money away to other countries, you know, to do his bid, to push homosexuality, feminism, you know, and whatever case, if you want to steal your resources, man, he'll pay the people off in that country, whatever nation it is, man, just to get it done.
Puppet dictators.
Mm-hmm.
Just set up a bunch of puppets and then act like, oh, it's democracy. The people chose that guy. No, you killed the actual leader, and then you brought in a puppet, basically a brown Edomite to do your bidding.
Yeah. And it is. Yeah. Okay, one more thing. Yeah. And here it is. He got all this money, all this wealth, but like I say, he don't keep it at home. You know, but his place is falling apart. But he spends all this kind of money to build other nations, man. And don't give a shit about his people here, man. Which we don't give a damn. Don't get me wrong about that, you know. But we just point out the fucking how such a hypocrite this devil is, man. You know, he pretends to care about the people. Oh, you know, we one nation. You're American. I love you. You know, we all in this together. Fucking cracker think about itself, man. At the end of the day, you know?
Yeah,
That's who he is.
Yeah, these different philosophies and all that. Hey, he think he's trying to help Jake out here, but hey, all he's doing today is destroying you, Jake, man. All right, little by little.
Just like real quick, if I could add to what you just said, just like you said, they've been manipulating us ever since we was little. Because what we had to do when we went to school early in the morning, I pledge allegiance to the flag. I forget how it go, but all I remember was one nation under God.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
And it's justice for all.
Justice for all.
Yeah.
Liberty.
That's the biggest one.
I got a meme recently. It said America sent $8 billion to Ukraine. They sent $1 billion to Taiwan, $32 billion to Israel, and they told Mississippi just don't drink the water.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to Jake, when it comes to helping Jake, we ain't got the money. When it comes to these other heathen countries, they just manifest $32 billion out of nowhere. They got money for wars, they can't feed the poor.
Flint still don't have clean water. Flint, I don't know how long Flint has not even been in the news. They haven't even been in the news for it, but they is like one of the main cities in America that has not had clean water for years.
Like, yeah, and the whole thing with them that reparation bullshit. They're like, oh, we can't give you so-called Negroes all this money. You know, it's like trillions of dollars. But he blew all that money in Afghanistan with like $6 trillion in debt. You know, 8 trillion throughout the whole year, 20 years or something. They was over there fighting. Like I said, you got money for wars, but when it comes to anything else, man, you know, it's budgets. You know, we can't do it. You know, that's just too much. We got to be fiscal responsible. You know.
I just got 20 years in Afghanistan. The Taliban took it back over in a week.
Yeah, and then up all the Humvees, the tanks, guns, helicopters.
Let's show you this man is as death. He has all this money to kill.
Yeah.
But when it comes time to heal people, to heal communities, when it comes time to reform education, when it comes time to help anybody, he just I ain't got it.
Yeah, right.
All right. Hey, and that's why this devil gotta go, man. You know, and the devil cannot last no longer, man. But
I'm gonna say something too. Even with that, like we speaking on this, it's still Jake still try to trust his devil, man.
Get
Trying to be
invaded
equal,
with
yeah,
this
be
devil.
equal.
Yeah.
Equal, man.
Still trying to save him. Trying to be equal with the devil.
How you do that, man? It's Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. I'm going to get that word pomp before we go on. Bring it out.
This is the word pump.
Strong's H 1347. Gaon. Gaon.
It's gaon. It says, is that exaltation?
Yeah.
Exaltation, majesty, pride, majesty, exaltation, excellence of nations, of the Most High, of the Jordan, pride, arrogance, a bad sense.
Yeah, like,
Go ahead.
you speak on it. I was say, hey, like I said, that poem represents their pride. All right, hey, the pride they have, man, think they above Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh, Bashim Shah. Hey, it's gonna go down, man. I ain't love will show better who the power is, man. All right, that's it.
And if I could say this, how did this devil even exalt himself up to that? You know, through war.
Yeah,
You know, but he's finna meet the ultimate warrior. That's what he don't understand.
yeah. I want to say another way.
Yeah,
I was say another way too. They shoot these different technology brought out, man.
that's right.
All right, you see, like Screw say, they do words of Satan.
I was holding that earlier.
Yeah.
But get this. I'm gonna read this over since you spoke on it. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And worms, what do? They eat you when you're dead. You know. It's verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Lucifer meaning light bearer. Okay. It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven and exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, which that's twofold, pretty much. As the elder was going into earlier, they set out their satellites, and set up they web of satellites to pretty much track people everywhere they go. They also have what in those satellites? It's weaponized as well.
And yeah, trying to be like the Musa.
And it says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, which goes into the elect as well, man. All right, the nation of Israel, man. It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yea, thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And one more. It says, verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake the nations, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed cities thereof?
That's what he just read on the scrolls of the
That's
planet
right.
H. He will make his land a desert and your land a desert. It's the same thing, man. Go ahead.
God, read verse 17 again. It says, that made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? Question mark.
Yeah, like shit. The Lord gave you saw this rules here. All he doing is just give the earth cancer, man. All right, destroying everything, man. He touches. All right.
Too, huh? Yeah, he's talking about those worms, that are crumbling infrastructure, man. Esau's infrastructure is all screwed up. There's a crack up there with near Slidell or somewhere, and the bridge has got a big ass crack in it. You know, you go any major city, it look like a dump, man. Right?
Yeah, you know, like you see these different roads, man. Y'all,
Yeah.
all these
Buildings.
Yeah, buildings.
Mhm. Yeah, even Trump said that. Have you know?
Yeah.
Whenever a black man or somebody like that,
Yeah.
he said, wherever there's a black ruler or somebody black that's in power, it's a shithole. He ain't lying. You go look at all these places where there's black mayors. Chicago, this is a shithole, man.
New Orleans.
You know,
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Like it now.
Yeah, it's been like Baltimore,
It's
been
been
like
like
that.
that,
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Been like that. Philly,
So yeah, Billy, yeah.
parts of New York, you know.
He destroys Jake's communities and then put a Jake in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Look what y'all do. Like, you did that, man.
They didn't put a nigga in power. They give. It's an old video I probably have to show you, but you probably seen it before. Where they talking at the dinner table, where they're saying that we purposely like, why would you put one of those niggas in power with us? Like, I put him in power so he'll lose his way from his people, and his people will look at him as an outcast, a traitor.
I remember that.
But instead of them hating us, they gonna hate that nigga. You know?
They did that with Obama too. Like right before, right after the economic collapse, we're gonna bring a nigga in here.
Yeah.
That 2008 collapse, that was like right before Obama got in there, man. So
That was the wildest thing that them elites ever done, man. That was the greatest plan them ever
I'm telling
done.
you. They laughed all the way to the bank on
yeah,
that.
that was good when he-
Yeah, right?
We're gonna do the same thing in the kingdom. We're gonna have sellout Edomites,
Yeah.
prop them up.
Snitches.
Yeah, snitches. It'll be beautiful. Just
Yeah, we ain't have to use all our full, but we're gonna just replay the same shit you did to us, man. We ain't got to use our telekinesis and minds. You know what's going on any goddamn way. We're just gonna reenact some shit.
Have fun with y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna raise you up like Jesus in the kingdom. You know, like,
Yeah.
gonna be the one that's gonna free them all.
Yeah, right.
the white MLK.
Yeah. Why you not okay?
May think you have a get you a white neck turner. Think you gonna do some shit and get slaughtered, man.
Like they're gonna run wild a little bit and stomp their asses out. You know?
This Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
But they desire to do evil. All right, should they avoid the wickedness?
What that one scripture is about? Cause I was trying to get that one scripture. My pocket ball messed up. It's in the pocket about warness. Let's see, warness. Yeah, and pension. It says something about that. I think I know. My paper's all over.
This is Sirach 10 and 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Hey, where you at?
Sirach 10 and 8.
Yeah, I know where it's at now, since you said it.
This is Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus.
Read, then after that, read Sirach 11 and 18 down to 21. He's going into the same thing. But it's talking about exactly what you're talking about, though.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 10, verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's right. As we see in our age, the rules of Esau is crumbling down. Age. You see the rising of the Israelites, man, starting with the elect. All right.
Verse 9, it says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
It's the back of nothing worse than a covetous man. It's back in Micah 2. This verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So this is all talking about Esau, man. There's nothing worse than a covetous man. And he covets fields and takes them by violence. He covets everything that's not his. He wants everything except Mount Seir, or his actual homeland, He wants everybody else's heritage, but he won't claim to be an Edomite. Like how you the last of the Mohicans, you the last samurai, you the last everything.
Samson.
Yeah, you Samson, you the Israelites, and so you the Egyptians, the Jews, and the Romans. How you the Egyptians, the Jews, and the Romans? Like what? This man, everybody, man, except the Edomites.
I said, so they claim they jackal.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, it's different characteristics of Esau. It's showing, hey, that's a so-called white man.
Clearly.
Nobody knows nothing about Edom, though.
Yeah.
Edom was destroyed in the Roman Jewish wars.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, the last Edomite. There's just one nigga. He was just.
What the other clown? Somebody, Herod was the last Edomite, man.
Oh,
Man, he big dummy.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, the scripture says there's no other people, man. Ecclesiastes, man. All right, it's so they in the end times, man. They say the man of sin shall be revealed. All right, which is Esau. All right.
What should I stop at?
Oh, get that. Jump to 11 and 18. Stop at 20.
Kind. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and 18. It says, "There is that waxeth rich by his wariness and pinching, and this
His warringness.
wariness, like
Yeah, we was talking about that.
this is
Through
Sirach.
wars. That's how he waxed it rich, man.
That's right.
By taking people down through war. By spoils and booty, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start over. This is Sirach chapter 11 and 18. There is that waxeth rich by his wariness and pinching, and this is the portion of his reward."
Yeah, and we were just talking about that, man. Hey, so all Esau, hey, all the money he got, hey, he fund that to these different wars, man. All right, keep going.
It says, "Whereas he said, I have found rest, and now will eat continually of my goods, and yet he knoweth not what time shall come upon him, and that he must leave those things to others and die. Be steadfast in thy covenant, and be conversant therein, and wax old in thy work. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich."
And that's what's gonna happen with us. Easy on a sudden, the Lord gonna bring us from this state to the state of, I'm talking about, to the heights of glory, man. You know, that's even in one of my favorite scriptures in 1 John 3. You know, where it does not yet appear where we should be, but we're gonna be like the Most High. We're gonna be like Yahweh Shai, man. Well, really Yahweh Shai. All right. And it's like that's an easy. That's without even effort, you know, to the Most High. Go ahead. You got the one I got.
This 1 John chapter 3, starting at the top. "Behold, what manner of love the Father Yahweh hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh. Therefore the world kneweth us not, because it kneweth him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is."
That's right. And so even y'all shall say we're gonna do a greater works than he did. All right, according to the New Testament, man. All right. Should I bring that song?
All right. This is Psalms 52 and 7. "Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness." So yeah, like you said, he went around warning, getting all different kind of treasures, booty, you know. Come on, samurai jump. Yeah. You know, and this is what Esau do, man. He's all about the money and wickedness, man. You know, he likes to put, you know, God we trust on his money and all that. That's just a smoke screen, man. So he continue to stay wicked, you know, to fool the masses. You know, how you talking about you're a Christian, but yet you're over in the Middle East blowing people's heads off, man. You know, dropping bombs on kids, you know, droning them.
Yeah.
You know.
And this devil here, he attacks himself, or do various so-called attacks, the T attacks, and then turn around and say there's a war on. I say fuck it, there's a war on terror.
Right.
It's how Man, this guy's a maniac, man. Pearl Harbor. He typed this out.
Yeah.
That ain't came out. There's no fucking way them Japs drove them fucking planes with 1 tank of gas from the other side of goddamn Japan, way over there to Hawaii and shit, man.
Just want an excuse to drop Fat Boy and Lil Man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, then they sitting up there. There's accounts where the dude's saying, "Oh, we seen." One dude said, "Oh, we seen basically we seen they on the ship and they seen basically American planes painted as Japanese planes." You know what I'm saying? And doing this shit, bro, attacking their own people. 9/11, same shit. Every attack that ever happened here in America was done by this so-called government, man. Right? To wage war and to actually make it possible to do what they want to do. You sent it to me the other day, but read that one from the Behold the Pale Horse. When you sent me. This how this devil wild, boy. You be doing some shit. You people, you get caught up in all the madness because they got the crisis actors in every state. You know, they'll set up blood, ambulances, all that shit, and you people run with it. The media run with that shit, man. You know? Now they got that news that somebody else put it on the WhatsApp. It's another one. I saved it. I haven't had a chance to put it on the WhatsApp. With that they're defacing. Them motherfuckers alter your voice. They can AI it be somebody else, but they can AI you, through different scans of your face and have you talking and saying shit, man, that you ain't even say or do. You know? That's why play with this devil, man. You niggas be talking that not fucking around. Play with this devil if you want. This man would bring you down on your knees, man.
You just read in Nahum, the power's in his hand.
Yeah.
But this from the book Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper, it says the government encouraged the manufacture and importation of military firearms for the criminals to use. This is intended to foster a feeling of insecurity, which would lead the American people to voluntarily disarm themselves.
Real quick, that's how all of a sudden, from the West Coast to the East Coast, all of a sudden there's this new thing called the switches. Niggas got switches on guns. Same thing happened up there in Chicago. It just magically there's crates of guns and bullets and shit that appears in Jake's neighborhood. They even put it on the movie, The First Purge. This is what this devil been doing for years, man. Ain't nothing new. Go ahead.
There's like a school shooting every couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then, like I said, a lot of people don't know that Joe Biden been against guns since he was a senator up there in Maine, and he always tried to push this mass shooting thing. Now he got it to where he can say 2 people got shot. It's counted as a mass shooting. 3 people, that's a mass shooting. When we know a mass shooting's, 35, 40, 80 people, 100, that's nah, man. But that's what he do. That's what this devil is all about. Newspeak, wordplay. All right. This devil know the power in words. He know the power in theater, man. Making something, getting a crisis actor mother to cry, the cries of her voice of her dead son, and you people eat that shit up. You know?
You always use the women and children, man.
Yeah.
Pushes the genius.
Pulling on people's heartstrings. Yeah. The elementary crisis actors are the same person in a hospital for C-19. That same person was at the hook.
Yeah.
Sandy,
But you see how they which this guy, that guy Alex Jones, he sold out. That's all bullshit. Showing them, it's all bullshit. Because the reason why they do shit like that because the truth is coming out. You got Edomites now believing that it's all bullshit. From even that sodomite club out there in Florida, that was bullshit. You can see the club right here, and the nigga bringing that sodomite, holding him up with a bullet hole to the club. They going to the club like this with it. If a nigga bust your head, I'm going from the club. You know what I'm saying? That was proven, man. This man is fucking wild, bro. Go ahead.
Wild. Right. This is intended to foster a feeling of insecurity, which would lead the American people to voluntarily disarm themselves by passing laws against firearms, using drugs and hypnosis on mental patients in a process called Orion. The CIA inculcated the desire in these people to open fire on schoolyards and thus inflame the anti-gun lobby. This plan is well underway, because this was written like in the 90s.
Yeah.
So this has been happening in the past 20 years. It says, this plan is well underway and so far is working perfectly. The middle class is begging the government to do away with the Second Amendment. And you're not trying to give up his gun, man. Every time we're on the block, you come up, I ain't taking my gun. Like, yeah.
My code that come in where they shit, come take it. You know, they got you know, all these different phrases and, you know, groups and shit. But even you, huh?
More than lobby or something.
Yeah, more lobby. You know, you devil don't know. He finna bring out some whole other type of shit for you, man. I mean, one thing about the devil, he don't play fair at all. He's never gonna play fair.
No.
You know, like this brother went into military tactics. They come in threes and shit. All right, they fight in threes. Well, this devil finna pull out all the big guns, robots, you name it, drones. All right, microwave weapons. You can't fight that shit. That's why you're gonna need to know. The men of the Lord gonna need the Lord, man. You know, this. I seen her pregnant at 16. You know, 16 pregnant shit. Bullshit.
Just don't know black guys, so you run with chicks back that way.
They emerge.
Yeah. Went in the bushes, hit the dope, man.
Getting high. Yeah.
Look at him. Look.
Tall,
Look.
move fast.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Dope, man.
yeah. Wicked as hell.
Now this Psalms 58, and I start at 3. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charming ever so wisely." Yeah, that's pretty much the point. You know?
Hey, go ahead. I would say, man, let's talk about Esau, man. They come out the womb speaking lies, man. All right, so but hey, to everybody else, it's so sweet. You know how they talk about it, it's how sweet to the people, feels good, but not knowing it, so that's what's coming to destroy them, man. All right, and that's it.
This back in Micah, but this chapter 5, I'm gonna start at 10 and read on down. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee, and I will destroy thy chariots, and I will cut off the cities of thy land, and throw down all thy strongholds, and I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers." Like going into the sorcery of Esau, his witchcraft, soothsayers, these prognosticators, these people that just come up with all these schemes, and then they find a way to execute it, man. Because these people, they just a bunch of junkies, man. Yeah. We don't have them on camera. We surrounded by junkies. We're in the middle of nowhere, but we still surrounded by junkies, man. That's how crazy
They find us, man. They just find the men of the Lord, man. Yeah. One thing over the years I know that has been associated with the men of the Lord is, you know, that when the Lord talks about the maimed, the poor, the hope, the blind, wherever you go at in different cities of the men of the Lord, GMS in particular, there always homeless people around. They always those type of people around, you know. In a sense, in one form or fashion, we used to be those people. You know what I'm saying? That's the people who the Lord coming back to deliver. He ain't coming back to deliver, which it happens. You have a guy that's, prominent in this society. The Lord take that one guy, but he ain't coming to take scores and all these people, man.
He's a dope head.
Yeah. You know, and the Lord then brought all men from all different fashions, and all different so-called wicked lifestyles too. The Lord and put the Holy Spirit on those men, got them out of that shit, man. Truly, That's the power of His word, man. The power of Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord can take a guy thugging, young and thugging out here, and all of a sudden, poof. He's fully indulged heavy in the word, man, and serious about it. Do I say something?
I would say too, And Lord call the underdogs too, man. All right, hey, you that you don't think that you know what I'm saying? It's like even they people saying y'all shy. Hey, he had the prophet received honor, have not received honor in their own house. All right, so they suspect age. So they got the spirit of the Lord to do this thing, man. All right.
I was about to say, that's spoken in the book of Matthew. I was trying to turn to it real quick, but hey, when Yahushua returned back to his hometown, it was like Yahushua, the son of the carpenter.
That's a carpenter's son.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like they never would have thought that. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Yeah, what's the even scripture
Let's see
say?
if
But
I can get that right.
the wisdom of Solomon 5, man. Where she was get beaten up like just
We counted their lives madness.
Mhm.
Real quick to back to Elder. This is St. Luke chapter 5, verse 31. And Yahushua answering said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
That's right. Child was being healed, hey, by this word. All right, cleansed by this word, man. That's how we're being healed, day by day. All right, because hey,
69
hey, our hearts is deceitfully wicked, man, and we in this flesh. So hey, we need to be cleansed daily. That's why hey, we're required to renew our minds through the scriptures, man. All right.
The Most High's mercies are renewed daily.
Everybody, yeah, day by day, yeah.
So we have to be renewed too in the spirit.
I got one. This is Psalm 69, and I'm gonna start at 6. It says, "Let not them that wait on thee, O Lord, Yahweh of hosts, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek thee be confounded for my name's sake, O Yahweh of Israel." It says, because for thy sake I have borne reproach, shame has covered my face. It's the point. I am become a stranger unto my brethren, an alien unto my mother's children. Because of this word, man.
Yeah, because we all just strangers, man. All right, because that old man's perished, man. And we are that new man, according to y'all about Shemel Shah. All right? So, hey, we are those strangers to our old friends and families, man. All right?
Even the nation of Israel, it's like, you know, as we stand right here, you best believe these people that are rolling up like, what the fuck? Like, he's doing, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what this, it is what it is. It's comes with the territory, man, at the end of the day. This is
And it's Colossians 3 and 9.
You start winding down too.
Lie not one to another, saying that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. So yeah, killing that old man, that's what it's all about. You know, like saying you're an alien now. Nobody can really talk to you. You can't hold a conversation with nobody really when you go out. You know, and that's all good signs that old man being killed, man. You can't walk up on Tyrone and Cook and them and talk about rolling blunts no more, you know? It don't interest you. You know, going out to the club and all this shit every weekend, week out, you know, it's dead, you know?
like I said, it's a full-on job just trying to blend in.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't really know about sports and different things of that nature, so I gotta try to find common ground just to, at least so
They got too much.
yeah, like I don't stick out too much. You know what I'm saying? It's a full-time job, brother.
Right?
It's like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, but it's fighting a good fight, man. It is what it is. But hey,
So when you come in the truth, you gotta pretend to care about the saints.
yeah.
Like these are saints we care about, man.
Yeah,
Fuck him,
Right? Yeah. It's doing away with his deeds, man. Just doing, coming out and getting high as a kite, That's what every Jake doing now. Talking about their favorite rapper. I was talking to this one Jake at work every now and then. He stopped calling because he see me and him ain't on the same page,
Yeah.
It's like the conversations ain't matching up. Or, some shit he want to carry it on into, I ain't too interested in talking about it, I don't want to talk about no bullshit.
Niggas, man, almost ain't made it work tonight. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Had to creep out a nigga house this morning. Come on, man. Nigga white. Yeah, ain't nobody want to hear that shit, man. For real.
Goofball.
Yeah, I scraped all my leg up, jumped out off the roof and shit. Tore my leg on the gutter. I don't hear that shit,
I want
man.
you to slap him on the
Yeah,
good
like-
job. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, nigga, what's up? Oh, nothing, man.
Yeah, for real.
Small pause. That's like,
You cringe, you be like, oh, for real. You nigga like, what's up? You need a reply? I'm like,
Nah, man. If only you knew my inner thoughts.
for real. Yeah, I took some of the nigga house. I took the nigga flashlight. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? I'm like, trophy piece. Man, nigga crazy, man. Niggas stupid like that shit, man.
You're supposed to dap him off for that. Like,
Yeah.
that.
That's cool, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, we stupid though, man. This the conversation in Jake. Everybody is vexing to deal with Jake, man.
Yeah.
It's even the Edomites, they come up with these gay jokes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Constantly.
constantly come up with these gay jokes. You want to hear something funny? You know, yeah. Fuck about
Show you
it.
some weirdo shit on their phone. Like, man, don't show me that shit.
yeah, brother.
Right, talking about they plan what they gonna do like 10 years from now.
Man, I have mastered that shit. Wow. When you get around Jake, like if we in the break room or some shit, get around Jake, I just had ain't nobody on the phone. I'm just holding that bitch. Nah. Hey, hold on. And just disappear.
Yes.
You gotta learn to do this. So that's these niggas, man. You better learn to stay on the radar with these niggas, man. My phone ain't on. I don't even have a vibrator on my phone. Hello? Nah. What they have? Yeah, you gotta fuck, man. Real shit.
Real quick. This
Real
is
shit, man.
Proverbs 29 and 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's simple. Simple, yeah, simple. They don't like what we doing because it's so-called lame or not fun and all that. It's just same way we don't like being around these people out here, man. Because you know what I'm saying? It's an abomination, man. Wicked. All right. And that's it, man.
They got an Airbnb.
Yeah.
$100.
I got chains.
$100.
People got that bitch, some chains and all type of shit in that bitch.
Lava lamp has been in there. Throw a lava lamp in there.
Shaggy couple. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 13. It says, the Lord hated all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh love it not. So when you Jacob come in a break room, put some funk ass shrimps in a microwave or some shit. Just I'm just talking carnally about it right now, but you just turn your fucking stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck, man.
We vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. Just like Lot. Yeah. You know, he was in Sodom and Gomorrah. We in spiritual Sodom in Egypt. So how much more us, man? It's way worse than the ancient world.
If you wanna keep the things you got in them, you better learn how to finesse.
Yeah.
Finesse these people out here in the world. You can lie to these motherfuckers out here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I had Edomites and Jake argue about whether I eat pork or not, and then try to give me a Colossians. Y'all know what it is?
Say it again.
Colossians.
Oh yeah, with that.
So like bread, like a weenie or pork inside with cheese and shit.
Oh,
Give me that shit. I take that motherfucker and go on the other side of the fucking warehouse, way somewhere, and throw that bitch in the trash. And they come back. How this thing was? Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It was. He ate that shit last week. Like, what are you talking about? John eats pork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let them peasants, worry about that. But like I said, I'm gonna learn how to get around some shit though, man. Read with our adversary quickly. Just all that, they'll look at you different. They'll try to get you out of that, man.
Yeah, the same way at work, you might buy the pizza, whoever buy the pizza. I get 2-3 slices of pepperoni. I put it in the plate. Oh, I'm gonna take this home and eat it. As soon as I can get to the nearest dumpster at the gas station, it's in the trash.
You gotta learn to blend in. So either might come at me,
Man, you look kind of rude. Hey man, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of deer meat.
deer meat come, they got cheddar and bacon on it. You cook that shit? Yeah, I cook it. Just tell them anything, man. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time. They had too many run-ins already, man.
Every day, man, hope it's this camp was edifying. Before we end this video, we're going to give our praises to
Hashem,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash.
the master apostles of GMS, who we learn this truth from. And peace and blessings to all be elect that's doing the will of Yahweh, faith, and sincerity. All right? Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Above the ball.
Above the ball.
Above the ball.
Above the ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.